from the First Coast News Weather Team, sponsored by AC Designs.
All right, folks, so a lot going on. So first of all, let's put things in perspective. So this is the system we're going to focus on, but it's still over 800 miles away. So we have several days to prepare for whatever this is going to do to our area. It's called tropical depression right now. That is, we'll call it Idalia. What about Franklin? Well, in a way, it's good news. I mean, Franklin is intensifying. In fact, it's probably going to become a hurricane with winds of over 100 miles per hour. But with full confidence, it's going to pass over 600 miles east of us on Monday, miss Bermuda as well, and even miss our friends in Canada. So as hurricanes go, it's kind of taking a Goldilocks track, so to speak, although it will impact us only in the ocean. Here's another way to look at it. So there's Franklin, but then eventually Tropical Depression 10, which we're going to be calling Idalia, I think, by Monday. This will be the headline. And really, as far as we're concerned on the First Coast, I think it is the headline. The big question is, well, two, how much stronger will it become? It will become stronger. Pretty confident it's going to become at least a Category 1 hurricane. But what about landfall? Well, there's a lot of variables here, but even the variables are beginning to narrow. I'd say on the right side to the east side, maybe making landfall in the Clearwater Cedar Key area, possibly as far to the west as Panama City. Here's a closer look for those of you not familiar with the area. So somewhere between Panama City and Cedar Key, but you can see why we're making landfall southwest of Lake City. So what's all that mean for us? Day at a time. Sunday, we can rest, watch what the updates are going to be. By Monday is more than likely when we will begin to see some watches and warnings issued here on the First Coast. I do want to also emphasize, for those of you who are fortunate enough to maybe reach the beach on Monday and Tuesday, the swell from Franklin will begin to increase the rip current risk there. But again, that's the good news with Franklin. That's the only way Franklin is going to impact us. So on Monday, in some form or fashion, and we're going to have a variety of watches and warnings. That's probably when they will be issued for different areas around the First Coast. Depending on, by then, we should even have a better idea of where Idalia is going to make landfall, both where, closer to where, and how much stronger it's going to be. Remember, watches are issued about 48 hours before we think there's going to be tropical storm force winds. So even on Tuesday, we'll be able to prepare for whatever's going to happen on Wednesday. Wednesday is the day, and at the very least, I would expect for the Jacksonville metro area, we could see gusts to 60, which would imply power outages, then conditions improving come Thursday.